calling from Lino Kitty City. Time is running out.
It's Lino Kitty City's Dear Santa sale now through Wednesday. Our last big sale before Christmas, where you'll save big on all your favorite bikes, dolls, board games, electronic talking dolls, home computers and video games, action figures and vehicles, even race and train sets.
That's Lino Kitty City's Dear Santa sale now through Wednesday. Gotta go. Time's running out.
Let Lino Kitty City turn that frown upside down.
Hello everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Columbia, South Carolina. Yes! Alright guys, we are back at the Dutch Square Center Mall on the west side of Columbia. This is going to be, one, an update video, and two, this is also going to be a great news video. So for those of you in the Dead Mall community, you probably have seen this mall possibly done by some of our other Dead Mall YouTubers out there, like Kristen, and also I believe Doomy Grunt, maybe way back in the day, and then also I believe Wally did a recent visit here to Dutch Center Square. Now, one of the great things that's going on is that there is news that a local church called the Word of God is purchasing the mall. They're either in contract, I'm not sure if they've purchased it already. I haven't seen an update since about August of 2023, so if anybody does have an update, please let me know. I am greatly excited because this is a really big opportunity for a mall that has a lot of history and is actually in pretty decent shape, at least on the inside from what I see, to really have a rebound and be something else for the community. Now take a look forward there guys, next to Urban Fashions, that is our old school Radio Shack, which is really awesome. In fact, I was really surprised that the little glass doors there actually are open a little bit. I was able to get a picture and actually posted that into one of the Facebook groups. So I'm not sure what the plans are with the church for this mall, but I do know that they did put out a video and they kind of explained what's here at the mall at the moment, including a movie theater, which we'll see in a moment. There is a Planet Fitness. Now you'll see on this end, this is where the Belk, I believe, used to be, and then I believe it was another retailer way back in the day. But this is a really nice property, and if Word of God can really turn this around and get some more tenants, have more community involvement, this is going to be really awesome for this part of Columbia. There's a lot of closed down stores, a lot of older buildings on this side of Columbia, so this is definitely very exciting for this opportunity. Maybe this is going to rebound in some manner. Maybe they'll be able to get an anchor or two, but as it sits right now, it definitely would be considered a dead mall, especially for those of us here in the dead mall community. Yes, there are some stores, and again, we'll see more of those in a moment, but most of the mall has closed down. Now here you see a store, I believe this is a community organization's location, maybe either a clubhouse or maybe where they gather for some information. So I don't know much about that. I haven't seen it open whenever I've visited this mall, and I've actually been to this mall several times. I love coming by and visiting it because it's such a nice small mall. Now the outside of the mall does have a Burlington Coat Factory and I believe either an Office Depot or an Office Max or a Staples. I don't remember on the other end next to Burlington Coat Factory, and we'll actually see the inside of Burlington Coat Factory in the video here in a few moments. Now, as we start to head back towards the quad area, you will see nice palm trees. You'll see Urban Fashions. I believe that is still open, so that has not closed up. And just for reference, I believe I filmed this on a Sunday afternoon, and this is where I did a little shot into the Radio Shack. My apologies, my Osmo Pocket wasn't working properly, so I was just using my phone to get that shot. Now, as we head back again towards the quad area, you do see that there is a Rainbow. There's another, I believe, clothing store, and we're going to make a left here. Now, the last time I was at this mall, I wasn't able to head down this little corridor here because there was somebody that was kind of like bumping themselves into the glass off to the right side where there was a Chinese buffet and making some weird sounds. So I didn't go near that person. I didn't want to, you know, provoke them in any manner. So off to the right side, there is a Chinese buffet that I believe has gone out of business now. There was also a restaurant off to the left side here. Now, there is an after-hours club or a party space, I'm not sure exactly what it is, that is on this back end of the mall. I have driven past in the evenings, and it looks like it might be a nightclub or a party space. As you see out the back there, this is the back of the parking lot. There's a few stores, including a bank, that are out of business out in the back area of the mall. We're not going to see that. We're just going to see the inside of the mall. But as you take a look around, the mall's actually maintained pretty well. The flooring is nice. The ceilings are nice. I'm not seeing areas where we typically see with dead malls where the tiles are stained or the roof is leaking. So I am hoping, crossing my fingers here, that the structure of the building is in really good shape so that the church can come here and really take it the rest of the way. I believe Gold Rush possibly is still open. There's also a jewelry store next to that. Now, this was a week, I believe, before Thanksgiving. The last time I was here during the Christmas season last year, there was a big tree. It was a big fake tree, I believe, set up in the middle. So maybe they have added some Christmas decorations since I've been here. Now, this video that I'm putting out, it's going to be coming out probably on December 1st or December 2nd. There you see our lovely Eco ATM paying people 3 cents for their phones. So there's A+ Fashion. I believe that also might still be open. This SKL wireless booth, there's some stuff in there, but a few times when I've walked past it, there's been like junk in the kiosk behind the glass cubes there. There we have a Snipes. I believe that was a Jimmy Jazz when I first started coming to this mall a few years ago, and then it converted over to a Snipes. You see another empty kiosk here, which I assume would have been a jeweler back in the day, or maybe one of the ear-piercing places. Now, off to the right side here, I believe this probably was a Chick-fil-A back in the day, based upon the red and white tile. This is going to be one of several little restaurants for the food court area. And it's not really a food court, it's more of just a food cross-section. You'll see another restaurant that we're going to walk through in a few moments. Now, as we walk forward here, you'll see Burlington in front of us in a moment. Now, the Burlington is gated, and they're not using the entire space for whatever anchor this used to be. Maybe it was a Sears back in the day. It was giving off a little bit of that vibe. But for those of you that possibly know, definitely put it in the comments. What was Burlington back in the day? Was that a JCPenney? Was it another type of retailer? I'm getting kind of like a Sears vibe off of it. So we'll stop here in a moment and we'll actually take a look in the Burlington through the gate. And it does say attention shoppers, you can enter from the exit. So there you see the kind of little geometric pattern as you would walk through. You see a bunch of carts. I believe this Fashion, yeah, was it Cuz Fashion? I believe that's out of business. Several For Lease signs are up here. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity for a business to come in, but right now it's mainly moms and pops that are hanging on in the mall. And in fact, the movie theater that we'll see in a moment used to be an AMC, but now it just converted over to a BTM, I believe is the name of it. And I believe it's a local company that owns the cinema. Now we're going to actually come back here in a moment. We're going to walk back through this restaurant area. It's a really nice little restaurant. You know, maybe this was Chinese food restaurant, maybe it was Italian food back in the day. You got a nice little seating area up here with the old school brass rails. So again, nothing's falling apart here, at least within the inside of the mall. Obviously, we don't see the mall guts in the video. And we'll take a look at the cinema here. Now, I did not go all the way into the cinema. I didn't want anybody asking me, hey, what are you doing here? But the cinema looks really nice and clean, very well organized. In a little hallway there. I believe maybe the mall offices were down there. Here you see another business or two that are closed up, and then we're going to see another restaurant. There's a little ramp down here next to our massage chairs, of course, as usual. The tables are nice, the chairs are nice. You know, I believe about a year and a half ago there were maybe 1 or 2 of these restaurants that were still open, and there were folks that actually were having some food when I was here, but unfortunately I believe all of the restaurants have closed in that little food court cross-section area. We're about to see our gumball machines off to the left side there. And now you also have a Hibbett Sports, so that's definitely a positive here. Hopefully they're going to be hanging on as the church possibly takes over here for the mall and some positive changes coming. So the Hibbett's definitely nice. Now I believe you did have to enter from the doors on the outside. So again, gate down. Kind of disappointing, you know, that really affects mall traffic, anybody coming into the mall. Not that stores were really open, but again, this was a Sunday, I believe early when the mall would open, maybe around noon or 1. I don't remember the exact time that I filmed this one. There's one gentleman and a mall walker there. I'm not sure if that gentleman maybe owned a store. It looked like he might have been carrying some stuff for business. And there we see the gumball machines. And again, guys, if you ever want me to try a gumball, you know, let me know. I got to hear it in the comments. So, all right, we got another retailer off to the right side that's out. And another restaurant. I'll take a look in here. Just 1 second. Let's see what we've got going on. I think this is where I took a picture with my phone. I was filming this with my Osmo Pocket, so sometimes getting the pocket up against the glass is really tough. This is maybe back in the day, this was maybe the pretzel place, or maybe it was the cookie place. You got another restaurant here to the right that's out. And this restaurant to the right, I believe that's actually the one that was open the last time I was here. And started having some more folks entering the mall. So it gets a little tougher to film. I don't want to upset anybody as I'm filming, walking through the mall, but I definitely want to document. And again, look up at the ceiling. Everything's in great condition here. Normally, through a lot of these dead malls, as you guys all know, the ceilings are in really bad condition. Take a look in here. I assume this was probably some type of, maybe a dress store, some type of clothing store. Or actually, with the bricks off to the right side, those fake bricks, maybe this was a FYE or Camelot type store back in the day. If anybody knows, please put it in the comments. Yeah, seeing that brick there, you know, maybe it was even a Spencer's back in the day. Got another clothing store there. And then off to the right here, this is another store that I'm going to take a look at here in a moment. This probably was the Foot Locker, maybe back in the day, or a Finish Line. Really nice entry here. Really nice walls. And so with the blue floor, I want to say maybe it was a Finish Line. And I'm not sure if Athlete's Foot was down here in South Carolina. The customer service booth obviously is not open. And as we start to walk back towards the Rainbow, they've been here for as long as I've been coming to the mall, so hopefully they can hang in. And there where you see the flag, that's actually where the tree was last Christmas. So hopefully they've got that back up. I'm not sure if I'm going to be back up in Columbia before Christmas to film again. But just wanted to give you this update. Now, Gold Plus, that's definitely been here. They seem to be doing okay. Now, off to the left side here, I don't know why this fascinated me, but the mailboxes for all of the tenants, I started filming all of them. I was like, oh, I want to get all the names that are on there. Now, a lot of these, I assume, probably are not here anymore. But if you pause the video and you see any names that look interesting, definitely let me know. I can do a little bit more research and see if they're actually still here. But I don't know, this grabbed me, and I was like, hey, let me film this real quick. And we got one more bank. So there's definitely a lot of room here. I'm not actually sure how many slots there are for tenants. Take a look at our gumball machines. Yep. I don't know. Should I try? Not today. Alright guys, and as we start to walk out here, we see somebody relaxing on the bench. As we start to walk out here, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you have a good holiday. I've got some more videos coming out, and I will definitely talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Give it one more chance. mouth.